I know most of us still struggle to get that flawless base which is long lasting and that base which looks like an airbrush finish. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some simple steps that you can follow to get that long lasting flawless base. In order to get that flawless, long lasting, even looking skin tone or the base, it's very important to do the right skin prep. The skin prep which suits you best, you can go ahead and do that. So I use Laneige, this water sleeping mask, which helps me the best in the winters to keep my skin moistured. I'm gonna keep this very simple and not complicated so that you can also start following in your daily routine. Before moving on to the next step, I want to make sure this is fully absorbed in my skin. Once I'm sure the moisturizer is all got soaked into my skin and it's dried up, I'm using a primer now. This is Rene Bollywood Filter Primer. Primers only required in the areas where you have large pores or you sweat during the day or where your skin gets little more oily throughout the day. So just apply primers in those areas. Moving on to the foundation, I'll be using the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. Just taking a pump. It is always good to start with a pump initially and later on build if required. Always remember less is more, so let's start with less amount of the product. So one pump is good to start with. I prefer using a round dense brush for foundation application. This helps me applying foundation evenly across the face. The things you want to avoid while applying foundation is applying this way, which I see most of them on internet do nowadays, that dropping one drop of foundation on this cheek and then go ahead with the brush directly. But instead, take the pump on the back of your hand and use a brush. I want to buff this into the brush evenly before taking it on the skin. You see the way I'm buffing this into the brush? And when I actually see the brush now, I don't see the foundation which is, deposited too much on one side of the brush, but it's evenly distributed. I hope you're able to see this. Now starting with the application of the foundation, you can either start applying foundation from the forehead, but I would prefer starting from the center of the face and taking towards the outer edge of the face. So let's start from here. Usually the center of the face is where you need the maximum coverage compared to the edges of the face. If required, I'll take more product on the brush, the same way we did earlier. Generally, nose is an area where you do not need a lot of foundation, so it's okay to take the brush in the end there with whatever is left on the brush. You can take that on the nose. Moving on to the concealer, I'll show you how to blend that concealer with the foundation and making sure that there are no distinct two colors seen on the face when you apply a brighter shade of concealer or a lighter shade of concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Dapping the concealer using a brush. Usually the concealer we use is little lighter in shade, that is used for brightening, also for coverage. If you think that lighter concealer that we have used is making you show two different distinct colors on the face, the simple thing you can do here is to get that flawless looking, even looking skin tone is take the brush which you used for applying foundation. Take this over the area where you feel that color is little different than the foundation color and dab the brush gently like this. It's as simple as this. I hope you're able to see the difference now. The skin is even and I don't see any harsh lines or marks on my face of two different colors. I'm using the translucent setting powder from one size. Using the powder under my eye area. Taking a brush to dust out the excess from here. Now as soon as you apply the setting powder, your skin might look very matte. Do not be surprised, but this is a good sign that your makeup is going to last longer. But you need to wait and let it settle down. Usually takes about an hour for the natural glowing skin to come out through the makeup. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit on the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. And do share this video with your friends and family. And thank you for watching.